TIFU by mistaking my cousin's new look for a Halloween costume. First time posting here. This happened last Sunday. For a bit of context, my cousin and I went to school together for most of our lives. Our birthdays are just a couple days apart and we were always best friends. However, after finishing high school she moved to a different state and started college. Unlike me, who decided to work full-time instead. We drifted apart almost entirely. Fast forward to the current year. She abandoned college and came back here. I was happy to learn that she would be staying with my family for a while until she gets back on her feet. After not seeing her in 2 years, I was honestly quite hyped to spend time with her again last Sunday. Halloween is, or was, our favorite holiday, so I planned to take her to a party with a few friends. My parents picked her up from the bus station and by the time they came home, I was already in my costume. Somehow, I assumed that she would be already dressed up and ready to go to the party, which was a terrible assumption on my part. A little bit of extra context. Before she moved, she was a bubbly girl who loved pastel colors. Anything stereotypically girly, kawaii culture and anime. Those last two things were our biggest topics of conversation and money sinks. Since I'm goth, and I was back then too. We were a very interesting duo to say the least. She, however, had an extremely dark and limitless sense of humor. Nothing was off the table for her to make fun of, especially on Halloween. As a matter of fact, she got kicked out of our high school Halloween party for a very bad taste costume. Back to last Sunday, I saw her enter the living room as a completely different person. Her hair was dyed green and shaved on one side, wearing a tank top and a denim vest full of political pins and patches, proudly displaying her dyed armpit hair in a completely different demeanor. My first reaction was to smile and hug her. Then I complimented her on her enraged feminist, a term we both used to make fun of back in the day, costume while laughing. Big freaking mistake. She went off on me. I felt like shit and I tried very hard to apologize, telling her that I was just confused and also way too hyped for Halloween. She then told me that she no longer celebrates it and said some really cruel things about me and my costume. I ended up going to the party without her and didn't really enjoy myself there. We haven't talked much since. I've tried apologizing at least once every day since. But I just feel like shit for being such an asshole to her. TLD, or my cousin changed her look and attitude so drastically I thought she was just wearing a costume for Halloween. Out of curiosity, what was your costume and what did she say that was cruel? Maybe she's just really committed to the costume? If she can't find it in her heart to forgive to over something so trivial, then it's her, not you. Wow, sounds like she changed a lot over those 2 years. NTA whoops, wrong sub but FR. Ouch. Her problem more than yours. Seems she's gone through something. But you're not alone in mistaking costumes, etc. I walked into the bathroom one Halloween while my sister was getting ready for school. She was hella made up and wearing big gold hoop earrings and she said, "Guess what I'm going as for Halloween today?" Quote. My dumb ass replied, "Hoochie mama?" Quote. She was pissed. And the correct answer was apparently, sexy. Dumb as I was, I still don't know what she was playing at. 15 years old is too young for sexy, and we weren't even allowed to celebrate Halloween as kids. Anyway, shouldn't she talk to you about it or something? Just staying mad because you said something offensive after being close for years seems kinda silly. Is all. Even if it is personal. It's only right to hear each other out. Otherwise, the problem isn't what you said. It's a lack of communication. Sounds like something else would have eventually set her off. Know what? If someone you know has a specific opinion that they have had for the duration of your history with them, and then they change a full 180 without talking to you for years, why would you expect them to have changed their opinions? You made a joke that the her that you knew previously would have laughed at. If the new her is incapable of figuring that out and chooses to hold the grudge for days, fuck her. You've apologized and she doesn't want to accept it. That's her own damn fault. It was Halloween day lol. People can be so petty sometimes. This reminds me of my boss that put in his notice on April 1st not realizing it was April Fool's Day. And nobody believed him. Wow. He's really selling this bit by taking all his stuff out to his car. I'll add, don't change your look on National Costume Day, to my list of wisdom. Based on your story, I don't think you did anything wrong. And you don't need to continue apologizing endlessly. No doubt that she has changed a lot, and based on your account, it would seem to me that she has become negative towards the world in general. If she can't even appreciate the fact that she's staying in your parents' home and be civil with you, then stay away from her and just keep the good memories. You'd already drifted apart. This isn't a foo. She's become someone else. Let her be. Your paths will reconverge at some point in the future, or they won't. Explains why she dropped out of college. You didn't fuck up, she did. Not wanting to sound harsh, but I feel she would have ruined the party if she did go. Honestly, you didn't foo. She did. It's an honest mistake and she overreacted. She ruined your night and sounds like she strained your relationship as well. Ha ha ha. This is kind of hilarious and not your fuck up op. That is the kind of comment my brother would say to me, Halloween or not. Then we'd both laugh about it and get on with enjoying each other's company. I'm sorry your cousin has lost her sense of humor, but I hope you guys can find some common ground and become as close as you used to be. Doesn't celebrate Halloween? You don't need her in your life. Sounds like she's pissed about something else. She'll tell her therapist about it in 7 to 10. In the meantime, this is just the first of many things she'll lose her shit about and blindside those around her with her reactions. As a matter of fact, she got kicked out of our high school Halloween party for a very bad taste costume. You can't just not tell us what it was. Your cousin sounds like she's turned into a jerk. That's on her for not forgiving your honest mistake. Shame what politics can do to malleable minds. Sounds like your cousin is trying to break away from the past and find her own identity. This is pretty common. And sometimes the people going through this process can be jerks because they aren't able to have much of any sense of humor about themselves. And they are harsh and judgmental to others. You didn't do anything wrong. She just acted out some of the difficult emotional stuff she's going through. You don't need to apologize anymore. Try to let go of the incident and be very casual with her. Maybe see if you can get her to talk about what she's into now, etc. Oh, so she actually is an enraged feminist. Good riddance, cousin?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.